Britain's fire brigades pride themselves on the speed of their response to 999 calls which are routed through control centres like this one. The operators here can send fire engines on their way within seconds. They know that a house fire burning out of control can double in size every minute. That's why every call has to be taken extremely seriously, though sometimes with unforeseen consequences. Our next report shows how 2 young lives were left in terrible danger, even though the system itself worked perfectly and the fire engines responded within moments. The 2 children involved are Reese and Daniel Farrow. They and their mother, Joy, are played by actors.
We'll find out why we had to wave and shout. Should we turn the page? Yeah. Shall we? Yeah? Woo! No, no, Charlie Rascal.
Daniel's more loving. He's a bit bossy sometimes with Reese. Likes to get his own way a lot.
Grandma made a big fruit pie. Sit back a bit, Reese. Sit back.
Reese gets into everything and breaks a lot of things like that. But he says he loves me all the time, which is quite nice.
No night, Duckling. See you in the morning. See you in the morning. No night. Sleep tight.
Good night.
No night.
Good night, Bobby.
Your mother knew how it's like you was in there, was I?
Yeah, then you chuck them on the floor.
Oh, come on, Steve. I'm not as bad as some of the other guys, am I? At least I don't squeeze a toothpaste tube.
We have a government who overthrew the government, who are before the government, who are before the government, who are before the government, who are overthrown, whilst they are overthrown, overthrown upon and themselves.
Joy had placed the candle in a plastic container. It proved to be a terrible mistake.
I woke up, went into the darkness, smoke everywhere. I was really frightened. I thought it was the end of the world. I didn't think I'd make it out. All the kids. It was just so frightening. And I ran to the front door, tried to unlock the front door, but the key wasn't in the door. So I was on the floor looking for the key. I've seen that ages. Then I found the key. I opened the door, went out screaming, shouting for help.
Yeah, mate, there's a fire in Mulberry Gardens. It looks like a bad one.
It's a house fire, Terry, Mulberry Gardens, Google.
Yeah.
Pauline and Lagos and Guile lived just 30 yards from the burning house.
What's the matter?
I can hear an alarm.
It must be just a car alarm.
No, it doesn't sound like a car alarm to me. I'm gonna have a look. There's smoke out here. Oh my God, it's coming from Joy's house. Quick, call the fire brigade. That was Catherine, it's the next left, Terry.
Where's the kids? I think they're upstairs.
Lagos was lucky enough to find a piece of clothing that would give him some protection from the smoke.
When I went in the house, I wasn't sure where the fire was. All I could see was a lot of smoke everywhere. As I was going up further up the stairs, it was getting hotter. I actually thought the fire was upstairs. The heat was tremendous. It was virtually impossible to breathe in the smoke. I had to feel my way around. Couldn't see the hand in front of your face.
It's a bloody hoax, Mick.
Okay.
Make up, lads.
That hoax call had taken the fire crews 4 miles away from their base station in the opposite direction to the real fire. Lagos was on his own.
There was one point where I thought about going back because the breathing was really bad, and that was when I first entered the house. I thought, well, I've come this far, keep going now. So I just forced myself to keep on going, to get up there to get them children out.
Lagos, where are you?
I actually tried to go up the stairs myself because I was panicking, because I thought if he's collapsed himself, you know, somebody needs to get up there after him, but I could only manage to get up about 2 steps and the smoke was just too much. I had to come back down again.
The fire crew had now been told about the real emergency, but they were still precious minutes away.
Well, I was extremely angry, yes. Anybody would be. We've just gone at breakneck speed to an incident where we thought we got a situation where a house was on fire and probably people were trapped in that. It turned out to be a hoax call. And here on our doorstep, there was a fire of great intensity with persons trapped. And anybody who's in the fire brigade will tell you that a fire that's left unchallenged for 5 minutes will grow enormously in that time. We'd be talking of temperatures similar to those found in the crematorium in the actual lounge. It could have been 900 degrees centigrade, hot enough to buckle steel.
It was terrible trying to breathe because the smoke was that thick, and as soon as I took away the clothing from my mouth and tried to breathe in, it burns the back of your throat, so it was virtually impossible to breathe in the smoke.
In a house fire of this nature, there are 2 main gases, carbon monoxide and hydrogen cyanide. Carbon monoxide acts very, very rapidly on people. Concentrations up to 60% can lead to collapse, which is followed by death.
It's all right, come on. Hurry up, come on. That's it. On you, come on, hold that. Come on. Come on.
If the door hadn't been closed, I don't think the children would have made it out of there alive, because the smoke was that bad. And I don't think I'd have made it without getting any more air in me, because I was struggling for air at the time. I went down as fast as I could down them stairs, and when I reached the bottom of the stairs, I turned the wrong way, and I was heading into the living room where the fire was.
And as I stood there, I felt something brush past me, so I just reached out and grabbed something. I didn't know what I was grabbing, and pulled, and it was Lagos and the 2 children. I thought if it had been in there a split second longer, he wouldn't have got out.
I turned to look at it all. The flames were shooting everywhere, and that's when I realised how much danger that I actually went into.
If he'd have been coming down that staircase with the children, they would have been caught by the full impact of the flames, and it would have been a triple tragedy without any doubt at all.
If Lagos hadn't have come, I would have definitely gone back in for them. But as soon as I came out and got halfway down the path, Lagos was in the house, really. So, but I wish I had have got them. I wish it was me that had got them out. So, but I was too confused.
The hoax call was made from a stolen car, impossible to trace, like most of the 1,500 hoaxes they respond to here each year. The cost of those calls can sometimes be measured in lives.
We could have lost 3 people at this incident. Firstly, there was Lagos, who was courageous in his act in the saving of the 2 children. If he'd have died, he'd have left 4 children without a father. There were the 2 children. If Lagos hadn't performed this deed, they would have certainly died because of the time factor involved. And all because of what? A couple of morons out of a Friday night, society's embarrassment, just causing mayhem. To hell with everybody. It's outrageous.